In 9C, we talked about solving log equations that might look something like this, where we use the log properties to combine the two together, and then we rewrote it in exponential form. 3 to the fourth power is equal to some expression. We're going to skip over these problems. We'll come back and we'll work them in class for review, but we'll pick back up with what's called example 7 here, using a calculator to solve log equations. All right, so here I have this equation, log of x is equal to 2.4. In order to solve a log equation, typically what you do is you change it to exponential form. So in this case right here, there is an understood base of 10. So I'm going to write that little 10 right there. Understood base of 10. So in exponential form, this would be 10 to the 2.4 is equal to x. And then we'd go to our calculator to calculate that. So I guess we should do that right now. All right, we want to take 10 and raise it to the 2.4 power. So notice that we have a 10 to the x power right here that we can use. So I'm just going to punch that. And you see it gives me the 10 all together there, and then I can just put in 2.4 and enter it and get 251.189. So it's evidently already rounded off to 3 decimal places for us. So I'm going to write that down and head back to the other page. So for example 7, we have the log of 3x is equal to 1.7. So we are going to put our base of 10 there. We're going to rewrite it as 10 raised to the 1.7 power is equal to 3x. We'll put 10 raised to the 1.7 in our calculator, and then when we get our decimal answer here, we'll finish up by dividing both sides by 3 and getting our final answer for x. So let's take a look at our calculators for that. So 10 to the 1.7 is 50.1187. Then we want to take that and we want to divide that answer by 3 and then enter it. And I get 16.7062, which we're going to round off to 16.706 because it's supposed to be rounded off to 3 decimal places. All right, so example B, same thing, understood that there's 10 right there. So I'm going to say that 10 raised to the 0.45 power is equal to 2x subtract 3. When we use our calculator to calculate this, we'll get a decimal answer. We'll add 3 to it, and then we'll end up by dividing by 2. So I'll go to the calculator now and do that. All right, so here I have 10 raised to the 0.45 power. Then I'm going to have to finish solving, so I'm going to need to add 3 to it. So I'm going to put plus 3, enter. And then I need to end up by dividing by 2. So divide by 2, enter. And I get my final answer there, 2.909. So let me put that in. Now I showed all the steps here, but you do not need to do that. You just put it in your calculator and do all the subtracting and dividing and just write your final answer down. All right, so you go ahead and give a try at C, and we'll come back tomorrow and work those log equations that we skipped over.